Hello, 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 everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Welcome, 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 welcome. I ain't gonna hold you long tonight, I promise. I have some questions, and only one person can give me the answer. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Good, 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 good. I'm gonna take this off then. Okay, good, excellent. That's good. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Amen. Hallelujah. So I'm doing a little house cleaning before I get into my program tonight. You know, everybody's out here claiming that, I said I was going to be humble and all that good stuff. No, I ain't going to do that. You heard it here, and I'm going to make sure you hear it here clearly. I was the one who started this here, me. You wouldn't have heard of none of this stuff had I not been the one coming out here 4 years and 5 months ago and started investigating. All these Johnny-come-latelys, oh, I did this and I did that. No, It started with me, the insignificant vlogger, the one who wasn't even monetized, as they say. It was me. It was me. September 2019, I got started on this. I've been attacked. I've been harassed. My friends have been attacked and harassed. I had to endure lawsuits, legal action. I had a stroke from the stress of all of this. My parents died, and I had to deal with their deaths. I had people praying that my father would die, that my dog would die. You know, these are church folks that was doing this to me. All because I interviewed 3 young men, and they told their story. They told their story to me. Imagine that. Church folk did that to me. So this is how I feel right here. This little clip right here I'm going to play for you. This is how I feel. I feel like Little Richard of this whole thing. This is how I feel. So you tell me, you watch it and tell me what you think.
And the best new artist is me.
This
I
guy.
have never received nothing. You all ain't never gave me no Grammy. And I've been singing for years. I am the architect of rock and roll. They never gave me
Mm-hmm.
And I am the originator.
This guy right here.
And I still say, woo!
Shut up.
And the winner is
Still
me.
me. Damn right. You damn right. It's still me. It's still me. Me. This, all these hundreds of videos you saw started right here. This guy. All these other people, I never charged nobody for any information that I had. I shared it freely. I didn't put it on no app where you got to buy a membership. Now I have a buy me a coffee. It's not required that you pay me. I just put it over there. And if you feel so led by the spirit that you want to donate something to me, then I appreciate it. You're not obligated. I have never charged any of you for court documents, pictures, photos, audios, none of that. I've never done that. And I'm not going to start. My objective in all of this was to expose lies and hypocrisy and theft. And these young men came and I interviewed them and they told their story of sexual abuse. I never got up here to, oh, if you want to see the tea, because one, I'm not gay. I don't use that kind of lingo, tea and receipts and all that. I'm a straight man. So I can't say those kind of things because it's not authentic to me. No disrespect to LGBT community. I'm not a part of that community. It started with a straight guy, the insignificant vlogger. I'm the only straight guy that was out here. Me. So people say, oh, he's rude, he's arrogant, he's every name you could call me. What it was, I'm a straight man with strong masculine energy. I'm not effeminate. I'm not weak. I'm not soft. And you're not used to that kind of energy from a man. You got a whole generation of young men that were raised in houses without their father figures or a strong male figure. So you got soft men who are not used to being told no. They're used to being babied and coddled by women. And you got women that are not used to dealing with a strong man who was raised by a strong man and God-fearing woman. So I came off to you as being brash and, oh, he's the elderly, he's crazy, no, I was raised in a household with two parents that put the love of God in me and taught me right from wrong. And when I see somebody being bullied and picked on, I don't sit on the side and just let it go. I stand up for people that can't stand up for themselves. I'm a threat to you. I'm a threat to everything about you because of who I am without me opening my mouth. I'm a strong black man, and I will not compromise that. I will not bend, bow, or break for that. My head is bloody but unbowed. You're not used to a man coming out with his head up high, his chest out, and shoulders back, telling you, speaking truth to power. That's what I've been doing for going on 4 years now, 4 years and some months. So they couldn't attack that. Then they said, oh, he drinks that dang brown liquor. Look at him. He drinks liquor and he smokes cigars. Yes, I sure do. And I don't mess with little children. I don't steal. And if I kill, it's in self-defense. Let's not get it twisted. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. So let's get that straight. You're not used to dealing with somebody like me. I'm a real one. I'm a real one. I ain't even play as a child, so I know I ain't gonna play as a grown man. I'll be 55 this year. Well, my parents sent me out into the real world. I was prepared. Why? Because I was raised right. I'm not out here. If a man don't work, he don't eat. All these certificates on the wall. They're not for show. They're to show I've studied and showed myself approved. And when I got me a job, I take care of myself and my family. I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't hustle. So when I close my eyes at night, I sleep good. I don't know, Melinda. Could be. See, let me explain something to you. I wasn't going to even go that route, but you know what? You have to know the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It started with me. They don't like that. I'm from outside the church realm because I smoke, drink, cuss. I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. And I believe in the Holy Spirit. I know I sin and fall short every day, and I pray and ask God for forgiveness morning, noon, and night. I do have that up here. I'm not perfect. Never said I was. So this ain't Reverend so-and-so. So the church tactics of blackmailing, extorting me, and getting me scared, making me back down, going, didn't work with me. You throw, oh, well, you did this and you did. Okay, I did. I did. I did. I did everything you said, and probably some stuff you ain't even heard about yet. And I smoke, I drink, I cuss, I look at porn. What you got? That's supposed to make me bow down and cower in the corner? I'm a grown-ass man. Please. The hell you talking about? I ain't took nobody's money. I'm not out here paying $720,000 a year in rent on properties around the country, not to count utility bills, car notes, car insurance, food, groceries, lights. I'm not out here scamming people out $2-3 million a year. I'm not putting the regular $12 people, you ain't gonna get this information. You got to be on the $24 tier. I don't put nothing behind a paywall. You want to see something? I'm like, hey, okay, here's the link in the chat. Click on it. And like when people thought I made up a lie and said Conscious TV was arrested for prostitution in the parking lot. Oh, you lying? You photoshopped that? Okay, let me see your transcript. She's in the chat. She can tell you. She did an instructional video telling you how to go on the website, the government court website, look up the case and read for yourself. I always tell you all the time, don't believe nothing I say. Look it up for yourself. Am I lying, chat? If I come out here and say something, if I got a photo, an email, a text, a video, audio, I'll give it to the public for free. I don't charge you for that. I never have and never will. I never have. I'm not out here hustling nobody. I got jobs. I got education. I do this for fun. I did this for fun. But then when that situation came to my desk and 3 people needed my help, it wasn't fun no more. It was business. So I started helping them people. I'm here to help somebody, not hurt them. I didn't weaponize their story to get revenge on somebody like other people do. Those people were suffering. Those young men were suffering for years in silence because their voice was silenced by powerful people with money. And I stood in the gap and I fought. And it hurt. And it was frustrating. There were times I cried myself to sleep from hurt and from anger. But when that young man, accuser number 2, Deshaun Hines, said, I wasn't in the right headspace to, when you were going through the court battle or whatever, but I appreciate you. That was it for me. When those young men said they appreciated what I did for them, that's it. That's my payment. That's my blessing. That's why every trick of the devil, every time somebody's tried to come out here at me, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, has not prospered, will not prosper. Now, God never promised me that it would be peaches and cream and easy. The weapons will form against me, but they won't prosper. I won't like it all the time. It's going to be rough sometimes. There's going to be times you go the way by yourself. But in the end, I got the victory. Well, here's the thing. Every witchcraft technique you tried, there are more people praying for me than against me. There are people you know nothing about. There are people in this chat pray for me all the time. People send me texts, emails, and everything. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. See, I didn't do this by myself. All people talk, I did this, I created this. No, if it wasn't for the rest of the 18, that's Marcellus, Kim, Roxanne, and all the people that the moderators and all the people that supported us, I couldn't have got this far. And the good Lord above, definitely. And the prayers of my parents before they passed on. I couldn't be here holding my head up, my chest out, my shoulders back. I'd be broken. Mentally and spiritually, I'd be broken. See, I don't sit here, oh, it's all about me. No, the people over there and the people that you don't even see are the ones that got me holding my back up and standing in the gap for me. And I thank them. Why you can't prosper. See, I didn't buy friendships. I earned them. I didn't buy people's respect and loyalty. I earned it. That's why when all hell breaks loose, I got somewhere to turn. See, when your money get funny, you're going to be gone. Buddha, I'll be with you in a minute. I just had to do a little house cleaning. But there's some things you don't know, Buddha, that I need to talk to you about and some questions I need to ask. I couldn't ask the other night when you were doing your question and answer session because it was a whole bunch of other people, but I want the one-on-one with you. I inboxed you my cell phone number, my email. Please contact me. You can record the conversation. I don't care. I have no hidden agendas. I just want to talk to you one-on-one, offline, in private. That's it. I'm not going to try to convince you to do something in my favor or against me or whatever. That's not what it's about. I just want to talk to you. There are questions that only you can answer because you were there. Everybody else is just, but you were in the inner circle for over 10 years. And the reason I'm okay with all of this, even though it's been rough sometimes, the truth don't need rehearsing. When I come out here, I can tell whatever I tell you today, it'll be the same next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now. It's going to be the same thing. Unless some new information comes. I don't have to rehearse. Oh, I better not say that. Ooh, they might catch me in a lie. I don't have that issue because I'm not lying to nobody. I'm not. With that said, there's some things you don't know, Buddha. There's some things you don't know, and I'm going to get started. So bear with me. I got some slides and things of that nature. Thank you to the person that just gave me some money. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Connect Mobile Videos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, let's get to rocking. Okay. It was said, Buddha, that I lied about the police report with Levante. That was the lie. Oh, he's not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth. He's this, this, and this. Okay. There's some things you need to know, sir. There's some things you need to know. Let me make sure I got the right slide. Okay. This police report that you're looking at, and I know, Buddha, you recognize that address. Lusty Drive. Just a certified, that stamp up in the left, certified copy from the Raleigh, North Carolina Police Department. Detective Hubbard is the one handling the case. I have his email, cell phone, and office number. I received a certified copy when I first requested it. It's a red stamp at the bottom of that police report that's in the bottom right. He photoshopped. How can I Photoshop an official certified copy of a document? I don't know. I really, really don't know how I could have done that, sir. But I was accused of that. But see, another thing, I'm going to do some house cleaning. I put my watermark on all my stuff moving forward. All you people that are taking my content and then putting it behind paywalls and charging people, you won't be doing that no more. Because, see, you making money off of my hard work and my research, and you're not even giving me any kind of donation. So if you want this information, go out there and do the research yourself. Don't call me. Don't ask me, because you go out here and you charge people money that you shouldn't even be charging them, because this information is to help people that have been the victims of a crime, and you want to profit off of their pain, and that's wrong to me. That's just my opinion. It's wrong to me. So my watermark is here. This is the document. I redacted the names and addresses out. But the crime is sex offense, forcible following. Look at the date on this document. It is August 6, 2018. That happens to be my parents' wedding anniversary. I didn't realize that until today. I didn't pay attention to it till today. That was my parents' wedding anniversary. They were still alive in 2018. Now, what's so significant about the year 2018? I'm going to leave it up here for a minute. 2018, according to Larry Reid and Buddha, was the last time that they worked. You know, that's when they severed ties for the first time. 2018. That means, because Larry Reid claims he moved to Atlanta in 2015, 2016. Okay. But this police report was filed August 2018, August 6, 2018. Buddha claims that he was still working with Larry until 2018, sometime in 2018. Okay, that's number two. Number three is, drum roll, you ready? Drum roll, you ready? In 2018, Conscious TV and Larry Reid was talking freaky deaky. How do I know this? Conscious TV put this text message on his show the other day. And what's the date of that text message that he showed from Larry to him? May 3rd, 2018. I'm gonna lay it right there. I'm gonna let you read it. Hello, everybody that just came in. May 3rd, 2018. That's this text message from Larry to Conscious TV. Mind you, hold on, y'all stick a pin in that date in this year, in this time. You stick a pin in that. Remember a court case? Larry Reid was sued by a John Kelsey Stevens in 2020. Y'all please click like and share on this video because it's going to get good. I got slides for you. In that deposition that was on Valentine's Day 2020, 4 years ago, Larry Reid said under oath that he barely knew Conscious TV. He's just a supporter of the platform, blah, 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 blah. That was 2 years after this text message. So that was a lie. He committed perjury under oath. He committed perjury because in 2020, during his deposition on Valentine's Day, 4 years ago, he said under oath, because a deposition is a sworn testimony, under oath, he committed perjury when he said he did not know this man. Read the text message on the screen. He said, sometimes you're so smart mouth and bitchy that it makes me want to F you in the A hard to show you that I am running this bitch. That's all. LOL. Bye. LOL. Laughing my F and O off. Done with you. You did amazing. It was funny. It was arguable. And we are able to agree and even open up to new ways of looking at it. I don't know what they were talking about, but that's what he said. I'm now interesting to see how you're going to use the reins since this is going to be on your show next. He sent a preacher, sent a text message to an openly gay man who looks like this with his hair over his eye like Ashford and Simpson, and said he wants to F him in the A hard. This text message was sent May 3rd, 2018 at 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But fast forward 2 years later. 2 years later now. Y'all with me? Oh, yeah, this is why the wedge, because see, King Giles was in love with this boy. And they got on, Larry and this boy got on and bragged about shutting his YouTube channel down. He was crying about it. I showed him how to get it back up with filing a police report. I was on the phone helping him file a police report so he could turn it over to YouTube to get his channel turned back on that Larry and him bragged about on a live, shutting it down. But for months on months on months, he said it was me that had it done, me and Andre Garrison, and we had nothing to do with it. But anyway, back to the story. Back to the story. Now, another thing I just want y'all to know. There it is, certified copy. I was holding it in my hand the day I got it. Okay? Now, in his deposition about me, this is what he said about me when he was questioned. I'm going to start with me first. Have you ever been a plaintiff in a lawsuit before? Answer. Meaning, have you sued anybody? Currently, I'm in the midst of that. Who are you suing? Answer. Terrill Moore. And why are you suing Terrill Moore? Oh, what are the reasons? Oh, actually, it's for threats against you. Uh-huh. Okay. Do you have any bankruptcies? Yes. How many? 2. Where? Pending where? Answer. Well, they've all been discharged. One was in 2013, Cumberland County, North Carolina. That's Fayetteville. That's where I was born. And then one is in Atlanta since I moved here in 2015. When was the one in North Carolina? 2016. That's when it was discharged. I think that was in 99. He was guessing. And when was the one in Atlanta? 2018. That's when it was discharged. That was in 2017. Okay. You said Terrill Moore did file suits, threats against you. Uh-huh. Slander threats. Not just that. I mean, he flashed a gun online in 20 and something and everything. So he was out here telling people that I flashed a gun at him. Remember that whole putting 2 to your chest lie that he told and had Conscious TV and them alter a video and add somebody else's voice in and try to say it was me talking. And Andrea Garrison was in on it. I had YouTube take the video down. He's put it back up. I've appealed it again. I went to the court because I got a civil stalking protection order against him. And I'm in the process of having him arrested because, yeah, that's a violation of civil stalking protection order. He can't have anything up harassing me. So I showed the original video, which had Andrea Garrison on it and King Jives. And we weren't even talking about Larry Reid or him. We were talking about how when Jimmy Battles came to town, I was going to interview him because he was going to tell a story about what George Bloomer did to him. And I said he was going to be under my protection. I was like, I ain't worried about it. Nobody mess with me or Jimmy. I got Jimmy while he's in my town. And that's what I was talking about. But y'all saw the video, so that I'm not going to play that again. It's on my channel. Feel free to look at it when you want. So this was Valentine's Day 4 years ago. And I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you some other stuff. So sit tight. You remember how all people always talking about Dr. Larry Reid, Dr. this and Dr. that. Larry Reid, under his own admission, and I'm going to just leave it right here. I'm going to take this banner off. Under his own admission during the deposition 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I want you to just put my little logo up there because that part of the deposition has his parents' address, and I'm not putting his parents' information on the internet. I am not like them. I covered it up. So while you're looking at that, I'm going to open up the big copy. All right. Here we go. Okay, no, that's the wrong one. We've already talked about that. Yep. Slide number 2. Okay. So he said, in what year did you graduate? I'm going to read this, the one right below my logo. It says 1996. After graduating high school in 96, did you go to college? Yes. Where did you go? North Carolina Central University in Durham. And what was your major? Criminal law? That was his answer. Criminal law or criminal justice? Well, yeah, criminal justice. He didn't know what his own major was. Okay. Actually, political science. So finally, he broke down and admitted, I'm a political science major. I got my degree in political science. So finally, he went from not knowing what his major was, so finally locked him in. He admitted political science. He didn't stay there long enough to even declare a major. You know, he dropped out midway of his first semester, but the lie he told on at his deposition is that he stayed there for a whole year. No, did you get a degree? No, I left there and went to seminary instead. What year did you leave? I left in 1997. How many years did you go to North Carolina Central? Just 1 year? It was almost 2 semesters. That's not what the man asked. That's not what the person asked. Okay, and you left to go to seminary? Yeah. And where was the seminary? It was the name. It was called Christian Bible Institute. So he was studying. He was trying to figure out a name. And where is that? I think they're still in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Did you get a degree? Yeah. And what was your degree in? That one was theology. And that's an accredited school? No, they weren't. Then I left there and went to Apex. So he don't have no legitimate degree. And he admitted that under oath in the deposition 4 years ago. but he's out here calling himself Dr. Larry Reid. You can't have a PhD unless you have a bachelor. Stick a pen. Coming on. Okay, give me the seminary you went to again. Christian what? Oh, Christian Bible Institute. And you said you got a degree in theology? Uh-huh. A BA? You said they're not accredited, right? No. His answer was no. Then you go to, where did you go after that? Apex School of Theology. That was his answer. And where is that? That's in Durham. Did you get a degree from there? Yes, I got 2 degrees from there. And what did you get your degree from in there? A BA in theology and a Master's of Arts in Christian Counseling. What years did you go get these? Oh, Lord, I don't know. But I got them back to back. That was the 90s or 2000s. First off, he entered the first seminary school. Let's do a timeline. He went to the first seminary school in 1997. Now here it is, late 90s, which would have been 2 years later at most, because that would have been 1999, early 2000. So he claimed he got a bachelor's and a master's degree in the span of 2.5, 3 years. That's a lie. But let's keep on going. Those were in 2000. I can't remember the exact date, but I went there to get a BA in theology from an accredited school, and then I went right behind them. So I got 2. One is from not an accredited, and one is from an accredited. And then I went right behind there, and I went to the master's program in Christian Counseling. Okay, do you have any other educational training other than what you just stated to me? Yes, I have a master's in divinity from Hosanna Bible College in Durham. Are they accredited? Yes. Mind you, these are degree mills, church degree mills, not SACS accreditation. All schools in the South that are accredited through SACS, SACS. This is not. What year did you get your degree from there? Now we're up to like 3 or 4 degrees right now. I just got that last year. This was 2020. So he's saying in 2019 he just got his degree according to this deposition. Were you actually at the site? No, I was online. Was Apex online? Yes, although you have to go every once in a while, but it was online. Any other educational institution? I've done a doctorate program with this church that had a school. That's it. What's the name of the church? It was Zion Christian Academy. And is it accredited? Stick a pin while I go on to the next slide. Hold on. No, that wasn't. Did you finish the program? Yes. So you got a PhD from an unaccredited program, but you ain't calling yourself Dr. Larry Reid. You can't do that. So they gave you a doctorate in theology. That was his answer. And when was that? I actually got it. I don't know the year, but it was still in my master's program. So you got a master's and a PhD at the same time. One of the master's degrees, either for divinity or Christian counsel, while I finished that. So you were in there in your master's program while you got your doctorate. Yes, doctorate in theology. Yeah. Any other, and that was online. No, that you had to through the church. Yeah, it was a church, and they just had a little local something that they had worked out with the state. And you can, there's certain doctorate programs you can go in after you receive a BA, and that Christian one allowed me to do so because I was already an author and had all those other accomplishments. So I just had to do the writing. And he actually said this in a deposition, mind you. So what church was that again? Zion Christian was his answer. Okay. Stick a pin. And what city? That's in Wilson, North Carolina. Here we go. Have we gone over all the schools that you have attended? Yep. Whether in person or online? Yes. Are you a member of any civic organization? Nope. Clubs? Nope. Any associations? Nope. You said you authored some books. What books? The first one is called The Think Book. Do you go to church sometimes? He said. What church do you attend? He said Restoration Revival Church of God in Christ. And where is it located? East Point. That's the Pace Sister Mary, Pastor Martin. That was that church he went to. Remember when he was trying to get in good with Kojic? And somebody was led by the Spirit to email that pastor and let him know what was going on with him. So I'm going to stop right there. So that is, yeah. So that is, I've missed a lot. So that is the proof that his degrees are bogus. Out of his mouth, not mine. This is him. This is him saying his degrees is bullshit. Not me. That's not me. That's him with his hand raised to God in a deposition saying, okay, you got it. And remember what I told you, how you find out somebody's degrees are fake or not? Remember what I told you? When you want to know, let me say, is this the one? Is this the slide? Yes, here it is. When you want to find out, like if you want to find out if I'm telling the truth about my education, you click on the link below. It's studentclearinghouse.org. You give the name of the person, the schools that they attended, or that you think they attended. They'll pull up a record. Every accredited school that this person has attended, they will give you a printout. You're going to have to pay for it, but you can verify. This is what employers use when they want to find out if you're lying. If they don't write the school directly, they go to this clearinghouse because it keeps a database of everybody in the United States, because schools turn their information over to this database. It's quicker for employees to go to the clearinghouse versus contacting a school. They just go right in, click on, because they already got an account, and they just pull your information down. Oh, Mr. Moore, you said you graduated from Tuskegee University. Yes, 1991, Bachelor of Political Science. 1993, Master of Education, Education Personnel Administration. Yes, I went to Lakeland Community College, got a certificate in paralegal studies. Yes, I went to West Georgia. I was taking the teacher certification program. Yes. Yes, I went to Cuyahoga Community College. I was in the nursing program, and then I switched from that into the film program. Yes, all that checks out. I'm verifiable. Cheers. Don't go nowhere, Buddha. I'm going to be with you in a minute. But see, this is stuff you need to know, Buddha. But see, all that stuff I just read, sir, with the exception of that deposition, in 2018, when he was out here, oh, I didn't get to the good part. Hold on. In 2018, when you were still working for him, Larry Reid, Conscious TV was in contact with Larry Reid. Sexting. I read the nasty text message. You was in the picture. You was in the house. You were still there. You had to have known about him. So my question is, when he was out here claiming that you knew Larry was lying, oh, I hardly know him. It's obvious from that text message and the date and the timestamp on it, that was just a text message in 2018. They probably been rocking and rolling long before that. So you've seen this man at the house. He claimed they never met. That's a lie. You don't text nobody talking about you want to F them in the A hard to let them know that you run things. You don't just talk to somebody like that unless you have a relationship. And since you were his lover for 13 years, as according to what you said, you knew about this guy. He's been in that house, or either Larry's got on that road and drove from Atlanta down yonder. Am I right about it? In my Geno Jennings voice, am I right about it? Am I right about it? You knew. So my question to you is, you knew this guy was a loose cannon. You knew what he was out here doing, and you knew he was out here lying for Larry. Why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you say something before now? You knew when Levantre was going through being harassed by this boy, what you could have helped him get CTV out the picture because you were in the house. You know where the bodies are buried. I understand. I'm not trying to attack you. I know you were under an NDA agreement. I get that. There were certain things you couldn't say. But when a crime is committed, you can't be held bound to an NDA agreement. When there's a crime that has been committed against a person, and if that person the crime was committed against was a minor at the time, you can speak out and not be held by the terms of that agreement, sir. Okay, T. Johnson, let me break something down to you. I don't know where you live. I don't know who you are. Are you just a name on the screen? This is my house. Nothing goes on in my house that I don't know about. Nothing. From the front door to the back and side to side. They might sneak up and do something. My kids might sneak up and do something. But eventually, because this is my space, this is me, I'm going to find out. I might find out after the fact, but I am going to find out. So, mind you, you said that he don't know. Stick a pin in that, sir. Ma'am, I don't know. Out of Vincent Hill, I'm not going to call him Buddha. I think calling him Buddha is very disrespectful because he got that nickname because they was making fun of him because of his size. And as a person that used to weigh 425 pounds, I think that was very disrespectful and mean. So Vincent, out of his own mouth, has said that 90% of the time when he was working with Larry Reid, he was the one that put out the fires, which means anytime Larry got in trouble or something popped off, he was the one that handled it. He was the fix-it man. So anything going on, allegation. Now remember now, Levantre filed that police report on my parents' anniversary in 2018. Vincent was still working for Larry in 2018. And remember, out of his own words, he found out either in 2016 or 2017, he knew a year before this police report was filed, what Levantre said Larry did to him. So he was in the know. He was in the know. Not only was he in the know, Conscious TV was in the know because Conscious TV and Larry was, you know, yeah. So we don't. So that don't hold weight because if you the fix-it man, you're gonna know about what's going on in the fix-it because he can't fix something if he don't know about it. Am I right? Okay, he said it wasn't. Yeah, but see, stick a pin in that Scorpion Queen. I'm a Scorpio Queen. I'm gonna break it down for you. But see, there's a lot coming down the pipe with this whole situation. And Vincent's a very smart man because I got a feeling sooner or later, that's why he hired him and got his cat coat and car keys, because embezzlement charges are coming soon. Because see, when you take lavish trips and live a lavish lifestyle on the backs of your contributors, when you tell them that the money is going for one thing and then you turn around, they look up you in Dubai, Aruba, Dominican Republic, Hawaii, Cuba, wherever you go, and you riding on boats and taking trips and eating fancy meals and personal chefs and getaways to Las Vegas, all men, ain't no women nowhere, regardless of that. I don't nobody care about y'all being gay. Shoot, this 2024, nobody care about that. What they do care about is you stealing and lying. So when you got an MBN network that's a nonprofit, because we looked it up, it's a nonprofit, and you get federal funds. Those federal funds, you have to do an itemized list of what you need the money for, what you're gonna spend the money on. And if you deviate from that, you lose funding the next year. You have to file a report each year. That's why when I requested Form 990, and I've yet in 4.5 years to receive a copy, and other people have requested, that's a violation of the law. You lose your nonprofit status. But back to that. If you take that money and you do something else with it, and then you flashing pictures all over the internet of you partying, living a good life, paying $700,000+ a year in rents and car notes and insurances and all that lavish lifestyle. If any of that money from the nonprofit goes towards that, you are committing a crime. That is embezzlement. Or if you take money that was meant for a church and you divert it to your personal use, that's embezzlement. That's misappropriation of funds. Those are felonies that get you put in prison. That's fine. That's a crime. That's not a moral issue. That's a legal issue. Vincent was smart to get himself out of that picture because as the person that was at one time in charge of Larry Reid's finances, the first person they're going to go click to would be the finance officer. That's why Larry tried to throw that other dude under the bus that was at the family meal doing the Reading Things My Way video. Now, all of a sudden, he was stealing $6,000 at a time. Really? Find it awfully convenient. I find it awfully convenient. Very, very convenient. Excuse me. Very, very convenient. Thing was burning my eye. Had to move my incense stick. So, put the soap in my eye. God almighty. Excuse me. I got to take care of that. So, Nothing went on over there unless he knew about it. So my thing is, Vincent, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm going to condition my, and please, nobody call him Buddha in my chats. To me, that's disrespectful. I'm not mad at you, but I have questions. Now, you were there. You were in that house. This was before he started getting the big boom, boom, boom. This was when he was still in the little, what we call a regular house, before he started renting Cardi B's old house and other houses in gated communities and houses all across God's country. This was before that. Hold on, let me put this out. This thing is killing me. Hold on. Oh, Lord. I can't take it. I can't take it, Jesus. Hold on. Hold on one second. I got to put this sucker out. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Trying to be all spiritual. Whew, it will tear me up. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. But anyhow. So, yeah. Here's the slide I want to give you. Here we go. I have the documents. I don't sit there and just shoot my mouth off. This is the one where Larry committed perjury. Big time. Right here. Under oath. February 14th, 2020. You read that while I read the other one. I'm going to just skip through it. Number 3, page 1. Okay, I'm going to skip over to the, let's see. I'm trying to read it here. Hold on, let me blow it up. Is it on page 56? Or is it page 57? Oh, there it is. Bottom of page 57. Bottom right corner. Who are the bloggers that you worked with? Answer by Larry Reid, under oath. I don't work for any other bloggers. And then the question was asked of him, Davion, Charles, Demio, Augustus. They weren't sure about the spelling. And Larry Reid's response, I know him. How do you know him? Because he works in my field of vlogging. I saw him on YouTube one time. He interviewed me. That's how I know him. So he's distancing himself. He's not laying claim to Davion. Now, this is in 2020. But in 2018, we got a text message that Conscious TV put on his show the other day where he said, well, Larry said, well, I want to F you in your A real hard. But he don't know this guy, right? That's what he's trying to have everybody believe. Would it be your testimony here today that you've never shared any information with him? No, He has. He's in my Patreon, so he's able to get information out there. He watches my show, so all the information he gets or he does, it comes from brace yourself. Brace yourself. It comes from watching my show like everybody else. But you've never given him anything specifically? No. We already know that's a lie. Have you ever emailed him? We know that's a lie. No, we don't even have email. You ever text him? I have texted him, yeah. Daryl Moore, I definitely don't work with him. I don't even know him. Let's stop right there. We ain't got to go no further. Let me just go on down. I'm going to close this out. Now, so here we go. Here we go, people. When asked under oath about me, first he said I threatened him. Remember back in the other part I read, he said I threatened him, waved a gun. I threatened him. Threats. But he said in this part of the same sworn deposition, under oath, he said he don't know me. How can somebody that you don't know and you say don't know you threaten you? He just had to put it on record, I guess. Thank you for the cash app. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you said that you don't know me. Then you also said on the oath that you've never emailed. Thank you, Measured Man. I appreciate that. That you've never texted. Well, I mean, you never emailed. Well, why would you not say that in 2020 when we obviously got you in contact with this man? His admission that you're in contact as late as 2018. We now, based on that conversation, a reasonable mind would deduce, that's a legal term, that you had contact with him before 2018. Because he talking about doing things to you that I know I ain't never told nobody that's a stranger, even if I was drunk. Hey, but you like it, I love it. But my point is, Vincent, well, my question now that I got your attention. When I went to that court case, which was 2019, I got served with the lawsuit on the day my youngest child graduated from high school. Yeah. So, and 10 days later, my dad died. I know you wasn't working for Larry Reid then, but 2021, when I got served with this lawsuit, you weren't doing the business, but you was rocking with him a little bit. 2022, you was back on staff. You knew about me and what he was doing to me. I don't know, Scorpio Queen. I don't know. You have the extra. I don't. Thank you, Measure Man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So, you knew when I got served in 2021, and you knew about Levantre's accusation in 2016, 2017. Yeah, that was weird, but I'm gonna let that go, you know. So that's 2016, 25. So 4 to 5 years, you knew about what Levantre's accusation against Larry was. And during that 4 to 5 year, Conscious TV and him was joined at the hip. So Conscious TV already knew about the allegations too. So everybody over there knew about Levantre's allegation, you and CTV. Whether y'all knew about each other's knowing of it, the point is the two of you knew. Okay. Now, when you came back on payroll in 2022 and you knew about it, you got brought up to speed, and you already had prior knowledge of the allegation because you had talked to Levantre yourself, and you knew I was being sued because I interviewed Levantre and the other two accusers. Why didn't you say something? If you had opened your mouth, this is just my opinion, because of what you know with your prior experience in the 13-year relationship you had with Larry Reid, the lawsuit never would have happened because you know where the bodies are buried. You already had said to him that either your words, you either said something or did something to Levantre. You said that on that video. So you had prior knowledge about basically that you knew about it. Whether you believed it at the time, you said, I kind of just brushed it off when it first brought to my attention. But the point is, whether you brushed it off then or you believed in, but later on you said you did because someone, when you heard your story, you said the same thing was done by Larry towards you, and you're an adult. My point is, had you spoken up and said something, I would have never got sued. I would have never been going through 4.5 years of harassment. I'm not mad because I don't regret helping those 3 young men. But you, with inside knowledge, you could have not only helped Levante, you could have helped those other 2 young men. Why didn't you? And don't just tell me that it was because of the NDA, because a crime had been committed, allegedly. And that trumps that NDA agreement that you signed with him not to reveal anything. When a crime is committed, you are obligated, especially when it's minors, just like school teachers, clergy, which you are, clergy, school teachers, any type of people in that line of work. If you suspect abuse of a child, you are obligated by law to report it. Why didn't you? I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking. You don't have to answer online. You got my phone number. You got my email. Hit me up. You can record me. I'll even do a Zoom. Just tell me. I want to know for clarity. Why didn't you? I know you said that you're getting therapy. You've detached yourself away from that cult. You're in a good headspace. I get all of that. But had you said something, he was already planning to sue me in 2020, according to this deposition that was on Valentine's Day. But he waited another 1.5 years before he sued me because I didn't take my foot off his neck. And then you said the other day in your Q&A that I went too hard against him. Let me ask you something. Now, this is somebody that, according to Levante, even his comments about you, he looked at you like a big brother, somebody he looked up to. You don't have any children, but you got nieces and nephews, or you got your uncle to somebody. Your sibling has children. What if somebody had done this to them, and then they came to me for help? Would I have been going too hard if I'd have helped your relative? Just asking a question. Just asking a question. I'm not attacking you. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I'm none of those things. I'm grateful to God that he touched your heart and your mind for you to finally speak out about what you knew. Ain't got nothing to do with too little, too late. It's never too late to do what's right. You did what was right, and I applaud you for that. I will never come out in a public space and attack you for that. Thank God that you did. Thank God that you did. I'm not mad at you. And both my hands to God, I will never attack you. Like you just kind of joked out, like, I don't want no smoke from you. You will never get any smoke from me. I will never talk down on you. I will never attack you or harass you in any way. You spoke out, and it probably saved some people's lives in the future. I just want you to talk to those 3 young men offline in private. I ain't got nothing to do with that whole Lisa piece of it. Or every day, no lie, people don't believe. Every day I pray for Larry's 2 children because they're innocent victims in all of this. They're innocent victims, and they deserve better. They deserve to be treated better than that. I am drinking dark liquor called Uncle Nearest. The person that, for those of you who don't know, Uncle Nearest was Jack Daniels' original liquor maker. And he had his own brand. And they got the rights to it. They went to the family, and some black people started Uncle Nearest Liquor. It's one of the most popular bourbons in the country, down there in Tennessee. And Jack Daniels never hid the fact that Uncle Nearest was his original maker, and they were friends. He didn't own him. He was a freed slave, but they were best friends, and that was unheard of during that time in Tennessee. Yeah, Chocolate Blessing Uncle Nearest is the bomb. I have all their bottles over here. Yes, sir. I have Finn this one. Yep, that's Uncle Nearest, 1865. I have Finn. I got the other 2 over here. I got one of each. Yeah. Yes, that's right. One for the crippled children. So anyway, Vincent, I'm not attacking you. I just wanted to know because I didn't have the opportunity to ask you one-on-one. So now I got your attention here. There was some questions I had. So, but here's the thing. I'm going to give you a warning though. You came out in the public space and you admitted to a 13-year relationship with a married man in North Carolina. Because Fantasia got sued by the ex-wife of her lover. It's called alienation of affections. And she had to pay that woman a couple $100,000. You need to patch things up with Lisa, Larry's ex-wife, because if she wanted to, she could sue you for alienation of affection because you admitted on video in the public spaces that you were sleeping with her husband. And that can get you sued for a lot of money in North Carolina. But they have that law and they enforce it. They are very serious about alienation of affection. Google what they did to Fantasia. That guy she had that baby by. They stuck them. And just because you're gay, you don't get a pass. You a gay man, and obviously Larry is too, because he was with you for 13 years. Thousands of dollars. You need to work that thing on out offline. Because it ain't gonna be pretty. No, sir, it ain't gonna be pretty. Get yourself over there and get in contact with that woman. Like, hey, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Whatever you gotta do, squash that. Because it ain't gonna end well, sir. But I didn't have many questions. But that was one thing that, yes, I'm fine. Why do y'all keep, oh God. Stop texting me. I'm fine. I'm not, nothing's wrong with me. I'm just talking. Why something got to always be wrong with somebody? Just because you don't agree with what they're doing. Damn. I'm actually okay. I'm in a good, feeling fine. I'm happy. And I'm wrong. Me ain't mad about nothing. Leave me alone. Stop texting me. Shit. I just had, well, my first question was, why did you withhold information until now? What was your motivation for coming out speaking now? People got their opinions. I want to hear it from you. I already asked, what did you know about my situation? What was your role behind the scenes? Because while this was going on before it got to mediation, you were there and you were in his employ. I reached out to you during that time and you didn't want to talk to me. So what was going on? What was your role? What did he have you doing as it pertains to this situation between me and him? I'd like to know. When the three accusers came forward, why didn't you speak then? Why? You knew, I don't know if you knew about the other two young men situation, but you had talked to Levante directly. So you had knowledge. Why didn't you say something? Were you not in a clear headspace? Were you still upset? Were you processing things? Because that happens. I'm not here to criticize you. I'm not second guessing you, because hindsight is always 20/20. I just want to talk to me offline, man. I just really want to know. I just really want to know. I really, really want to know. And about the embezzlement, we've already talked about that. I think the embezzlement is coming. Because the feds is going to look and they're going to want to find out, You out here, not you personally, but you did say, oh, I ate the best food, I stayed in the best hotels, and I never paid for none of them trips, and it was all off the backs of blah, 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 blah. That's misappropriation of funds. And whoever wrote off on that or swiped that card, they're in trouble. Whoever the finance officer was, or the trustee, or accounting, or whoever he was, that's not going to end well. Not going to end well at all. But anyway, let me see. We shall continue. So, now here's the big biggie, the big biggie. The big one, the big one. See, the statement was made, you keep your hoes happy. You did. You did. And you did. You sure did. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Oh, yeah, I know Superwoman. He said that. He said that. So I ain't got no account with Chase Bank. I had one back in 2014, but this bank statement is for 11 days last year. This was right around the time that you were still, Vincent, you were still over there. So, because I think he owed you like 6 months worth of payments of like $5,000 each. So right around June, he'd have been paying you. So you'd have been over there for another month when these financial transactions happened. So between May 8th and May 19th of last year, I've worked many jobs in my adult life. I've only gotten paid. Now, the jobs where I got paid each week, I got paid on a Friday, one time. Or you get paid every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, or you get paid once a month. I have never been on any job where I got paid 2 times in a day, and then the next day I got paid again. 3 days after that, I get paid. The day after that, I get paid, and 2 days after that, I get paid. See, first payment, $688. 4 days later, $350. Later on that day, $160. The next day, $382. 3 days later, $350. The next day, another $600. 2 days after that, $100. This is just one little section. Plus, $9,000 a month salary, free apartment to live in, rent free. That's paid, and a car, leasing a car that was leased for you to have use of. He said out of his own mouth how much he was getting and what he was doing. That's a bank statement. That's not me. That's a bank statement. That's that like Zeal that I get. This is a quick pay from one account and Chase to another. Yeah, 3 minutes. That's all that money, and you only had to work for 3 minutes. Look at God. So right around the top, I'm off the top of my head. Somebody is real good with math. How much is that in an 11-day span? Plus the $9,000 a month. And then, the rent on that apartment is like $2,000. Lease on the car and insurance and gas. He wasn't coming out of pocket for nothing. Almost $2,000, right? $2,000-$3,000, right? Off the top of my head, I'm just guessing because I'm not trying to add nothing up right now. I'm saying that's about $2,500, $3,000, right? Ballpark, because we don't know what's below or above this. This is just a little part that I came across my desk. Oh, thank you, Chris Massell. $26.30, exact dollar amount. That's in 11 days. We don't know what's above this date or after those dates. That's just in that little block. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you were there, Vincent. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving you, since you say you didn't know what was going on, I'm bringing you up to speed. That's what was going on while you was back over there, waiting on him to pay you your money that he owed you, $30,000 starting in January, $5,000 each month in 6-month increment. You were still there, or at least you were still on the payroll because he owed you money. So you was around when this was happening. When you recorded him in that car in January, this was all going on. He was there. He was in Atlanta. He was, and mind you, he was already married to Larry's cousin, Chamaco's ex-wife, and Chamaco officiated the wedding. I sent off for a copy of the marriage license. Bishop King Payne got a copy of it already. I'm getting my copy. I'm waiting. Hopefully it'll come in the mail this week. $10. That's all it costs to get a copy. I did email a request a copy. Don't make me pull up my email showing that I sent off for it, because I got it up here now. You know, when I say something, I have evidence. And we got audio and that you provided that the marriage was a contract marriage. That's a crime. That's a felony. Now I have some videos I want to play for you. And it's gonna tie into everything that's been going on. I ain't gonna put that jazz video up. Hold on. Remember, John Kelsey Stevens' suit was E. Dewey Smith. You know the story. He was E. Dewey Smith's right-hand man. Larry came out and said that the man drugged and raped a woman, and he sued him. $350,000. But I was reading from the deposition. I have a certified copy of that deposition. I have a certified copy of the deposition. I don't have something that's floating around in it. I called them, got a certified copy. Veritex is the name of the company. I got a certified copy of it. So it's an official document. I could take that and go wherever and certify it with a serial number on it. I have that. By the time they broke him down, he finally admitted she didn't say he drugged and raped her. I said it. Somebody made a funny video about it, and I used to play it all the time. Here you go.
There's no lies ever told on this platform. Ever. In the audio, she didn't say it was consensual. She said I was drugging and raped. That's what she said. I said drugging rape. She didn't say drug and rape. One thing I won't never do is make y'all shame by getting up here and reporting something that's not true. I'm just jaw-jacking. I said drugging rape. She didn't say drug and 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 rape. I said drugging rape. There's no lies ever told on this platform. Ever. I said drugging rape. Oh my God, oh my God. Now, nigga, let's go to court.
That's what he said. Not me. Not me. Not me. I got something funny though. I'm gonna relax it up a little bit.
Are we messing with the champ? Come on, Lester.
Come on, Lester. It's ironic. I didn't make the count when I play this, I'll be being funny for people. Don't go mess with the champ. That's me. And then I show them my little championship belt and whatever. And like, don't go mess with the champ. Don't go mess with the champ. And I'll say, come on, Lester. And didn't realize your ex-lover named Lester. I didn't even make none of them connections until today. The police report was filed on my parents' wedding anniversary. And the guy that accused you, the soccer player, is Lester. I don't believe in coincidence. I was meant to expose you. I'm like Joshua, though, in the Bible. I didn't want to do it. I'm a reluctant warrior. But when I'm called, I go in the valley and slay everything. I don't leave nothing. I kill gnats with sledgehammer. Told you I was going to get my licks back. Mm-hmm. See, oh, don't worry about it. The second part from the soccer player, Dr. Anthony. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. See, I ain't been here that long. Good, good, good. For the 530 of you in here, please click like if you haven't done so already, and please share the video. See, I told you that the truth was gonna come out. I told y'all in the back, in the bush. And Vincent admitted that they were living the high life off y'all money. But when I said it, oh, he's just jealous. He's clout chasing. He's crazy. He's stalking. He's harassed. No, what? I had done my homework. I wasn't out here windmilling. I had looked up on the state of North Carolina's Secretary of State and saw where the nonprofit hadn't paid taxes or filed their annual reports. And then when it was time for them to do it, they shut it down and moved. Not Vincent, but the organization was shut down. They moved it to Georgia. Then when time for them to do it in Georgia, they take it back to North Carolina. They were playing hopscotch. They weren't filing their reports. They were moving back and forth. No taxes had been paid. No financial reports. 5-6 years going until I started exposing it. But I was clout chasing. I'm jealous. Here's the thing. Vincent, you're getting a sample of what I got the last 4+ years. You're getting a taste of what I dealt with morning, noon, and night. Harassment, people calling you out your name, people calling you a liar, people saying you disgruntled. This is just a taste of what I dealt with. I had people put my house on the internet, pictures of my house, pictures of my children, my elderly mother, video, audio recorded her and played it during a YouTube live show. Prayed for my dad to die, prayed for my dog to die. You only got this much of what I'm dealing with and still deal with. Even in your chats while you were talking and somebody mentioned my name, there were people that were in there trolling for your boy that were talking about, oh, he does too much. No, I don't do too much. In fact, I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough. But I did my best, and I can live with that. See, like I said earlier in the show for the people that came late, what I am is what these people in that realm are not used to, a straight black man. And I'm unapologetic about being a straight black man. They're used to effeminate men, girl and the T, and they got the hands going and all this. They're used to that. But when a dude comes out there, 10 toes down, feet squarely planted on the floor, liquor in hand, cigar in hand, ain't no girls, and I got the tea and all that. They're not used to that. They're used to the girls and the boo-boos and the honeys and fruckins and all that effeminate talk. They're not used to a real black man that was raised by a real black man coming at them with nothing but the hard hidden facts. They're not used to that. So I come off as brash or arrogant, hostile, angry, bitter. No, I got straight male energy and you're not used to dealing with it. See, you got a whole generation. I was talking early. Got a whole generation of people, young men, this new age of young black men that were raised in a house where no man is nowhere. Grandmama ain't had no man, mama ain't had no man. So they the only male in the house and they trying to figure out how to be a man all by themselves. I don't need no man. Yes, you do. You needed a man when you got pregnant, so you need a man now to help raise this boy. A whole generation of men that had to figure out how to be men by themselves while they grew up in a house full of women. So when you see somebody like me that came along that had daddy, that had granddaddy, uncles, bigger brother, so when you come with a guy like this, who's verifiable, graduated from where he say he graduated from, working, not scheming and scamming, not lying, not walking around switching and twitching, you can't handle it because you're not accustomed to it. But this is what you really say you want, ladies. I want me a real man. But when you get one, you don't know what to do with them because you never encountered one. See, a woman can raise a man, but you can't teach him how to be a man. Big difference. See, this guy right here, I've been black all my life. And I've been a man since I was 18. 36 years, 36 and a half years. I've been a grown ass man. Back here, that's the Omega symbol is my fraternity, and the Masonic symbol in the middle because I'm a member of both organizations. I'm a Mason and I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Founded on the campus of Howard University in 1911, November 17th, 1911. And I was initiated spring in 1992. Yep. So, Vincent, don't attack these vloggers. You know, you got kind of mad the other day. I'm not trying to, like I said, this is not an attack. Don't attack these vloggers who cover this story. You don't have to like their way of covering the story. I don't like the way they cover the story sometimes. They don't like how I cover the story sometimes. But we all have a right to have our voices heard. Marcellus taught me that. Whether you agree with somebody or not, they have a right to be heard just like you and me. It's a free country. But instead of getting mad at them by their methods, be glad that they're helping spread your message. So when people take stuff I do and they talk about it, I don't get mad because, see, when I was out here originally, oh, he just angry, he just jealous because I was by myself. But then people started, and I was alone crying in the wind. Next thing you know, you look around, 10 people talking about it. Next thing you know, 20. Next thing you know, 30. And this kept growing and growing and growing. And I kept my mouth shut because I had the mediation. I wasn't saying nothing. But the word kept spreading like wildfire. And I hadn't said a thing. I was just sitting there like, looking and laughing everywhere. For the rest of Larry's life, however long or however short his life is, he is going to have to answer every day. And every time he sets foot out here on the public space, he's going to have to explain what he did to 3 accused, what he's accused of with those 3 young men for the rest of his life. Black church folks will forgive you for everything. You could get caught raping a donkey. They'll forgive you for that. But if they find out you gay, that's a death sentence in the black church. And he knows his financial supporters are women, and they're not going to forgive him. And that money going to cut off. He's already been losing. You look at his subscribers the last couple of days since your story came out. He has lost almost 15,000, 20,000 subscribers. And it's dropping. So you multiply them 30,000 times 12. Hold on. I like to deal in number. I like to deal in facts. You know, I don't be up there just windmilling. Let's see, 30,000 times $12 equals, right there, he's lost $360,000. Since your video dropped, he's lost, might be more than that, but we just conservative estimate. Let's just say all of them was subscribed, because he claims he got thousands of people over there in Patreon and subscribe. These people are paying him. So he's lost almost $250,000 to $500,000, somewhere in there, since your video dropped. You've cost him greatly. You've cost him. And then he tried the video that he took down that I now have a copy of. He just dug a deeper hole for himself because he never said that you and him weren't lovers, which was your main point. Oh, only thing he harped on, well, you brought people into it because you mad with me and you disgruntled with me, da 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 da. He never addressed your main accusation. You and him slept together, had a relationship for 13 years. He never addressed that. He deflected from it. He pointed the finger at everything. He flipped it around. Oh, you did. You took out your anger on me, on innocent bystander. No, he didn't. He named names because you were there. You either did something with these people or you saw them do something and you talked about it. But that was his deflection from getting away from the main point. Y'all was lovers for 13 years. I'm gonna say this again. You know where the bodies are buried. He ain't gonna sue you. He ain't gonna send you no cease and desist. He don't, like you said about me, he don't want no smoke from you. None. He's praying to God that you'll just let it go, or maybe he can slide you some money and you go away. But I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do. And you can bet your bottom dollar on this one. Because when he issued a statement, it was about this long. And in that statement, he said, I even trusted him to wash and he reiterated in the video, to wash my children. First of all, you as a man, whether you gay, straight, undecided, no man should allow you to bathe his daughters. That's a job for mama and grandmama. Or them, once they're of age to bathe themselves, they should have been there washing their own tail. And if they were little kids, mama or grandmama go in there. No uncle, no daddy, no granddad. For him to put that out there, he's trying to paint that narrative that he trusted you with his children. So sooner or later, he's going to have them kids come out. He's going to put pressure on them to come out. This is a theory. He's going to put pressure on them for them to come out and say, well, Vincent touched me inappropriately. Because see, that's the only way he can try to slow this momentum that you got going down. If he puts an accusation out there that you touched his children, but see, it ain't going to work. And here's why. If you knew that somebody touched your children inappropriately, and you as a minister, that's two. You're a parent, one, and then you're a minister, two. If you knew somebody committed a crime against a minor and you failed to report it as a minister, you're going to jail. So see, that's going to blow that out the water right off the rip. Because if he gets them girls to try to come out and accuse you of touching them inappropriately, and he failed to file a police report or report it to a law enforcement agency, done deal for him. Because Family and Children's Service is going to investigate him as an unfit parent. No, he said wash. It's Nina, it's wash. W-A-S. And he put an ED on it. Washed. I looked at it several times before I even discussed it. Seems nobody wants to bury him, I don't think. We want him to be held accountable for what he's done. That we do. Burying somebody, that's between him and the good Lord. I don't have a heaven or hell to put him in. I can only speak for me. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put him in. I'm not his judge, jury, or executioner, even though I've been accused of all of the above. I don't have that. I got my own dirt, I haven't done nothing like that, but I've still done wrong. So I'm not out here trying to destroy him. I don't think he should be on social media. I think he needs to find a regular day job, honest work, and go about his business. But that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to that. He might look at me the same way. Well, I'm entitled to do what I want. You don't have the right to. Because this is how it all jumped off. He was being sued by E. Dewey Smith for $260,000 because he was supposed to get a $10,000 back and breach contract. He owed an additional $250,000. The $10,000 was basically hush money to go away. Non-disclosure. You can't talk about me, nothing. He violated that because he gave Conscious TV the information. And Conscious TV started doing stories about it, talking about the House of Horrors and all that. All that started over that way. So I emailed him privately. I inboxed him. I said, hey, is it true that you took a bribe? And his response to me was, Vincent, who are you to ask me that? I said, you know what? You're right. You don't owe me no explanation. I don't contribute to your ministry in any way. I'm just somebody who's watching your content. Because somebody referred me to him and say, hey, he's a messy queen, but he's funny. You'll like him. Thank you, Measure Man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Mm. Oh, wow. So, what I was saying, he was right. He didn't owe me no explanation. I wasn't contributing to his ministry. I was just asking in private. I didn't confront him on his show. I asked him in private. So the next day, he tried to clown me. He popped up and stuff and talked about me like a dog. I said, oh, okay, Playboy, this is what you want? I ain't no church dude. Okay. So I got on this computer. I was like, Larry Reid, and everything started popping up. So, MBN Network, that stands for such a, okay, he's from North Carolina like me. Let me go over here to the North Carolina Secretary of State. I started looking up. Oh, he ain't paid no taxes. Oh, your nonprofit status has been suspended in North Carolina. Oh, you over here now registered in Georgia. Here's the address where the physical business is located. Oh, that's over there by where I used to hang out at. So I started investigating. The further I walked along, people started coming out of the woodwork, ex-church members, people he went to high school with, people he was under the bleachers with. I can name names too. I give you a name, you hit me up, I give you a good name. He right there in Greensboro. Oh yeah, I know where he at. Climbing on that back under the bleachers. I know who he is. Don't play with me. I'll subpoena him too, if you mess with me. But see, he came at me. He paints it to his subscribers because you got to go behind the Patreon wall. So what he says out here is one thing, but what he tells them, because just like he wasn't, thank you, straight to the point. Thank you. Just like he wasn't allowing y'all to go see y'all families and all that when you was over there, like your words. Yeah, he isolates all of y'all. So he isolates them in that Patreon wall the same way. So anybody, he told him one time, say anybody he catches over here with us, he gonna block them from over there. So they'd be wanting to come over here and see what's going on, but a lot of them start looking, they're like, hey, them people over there ain't lying on him. So, oh yeah, that Kamal, you're right. I got that right here. As a matter of fact, it's funny you should say that. Here we go.
My daughter's sitting right here. You need to hear this because people ain't gonna tell this. I'm eating out of the hands the dingleberries.
Larry, people gonna want you to wear a mask every time they meet you. Believe don't you? We don't need all the features now.
Listen, look. I said I'm a child, and then they do that. They would say eat my egg, lick it. No, they would say lick it, and so. That became, which actually made me develop a desire to toss salad with the guy that I was with that was older than my cousin. That became a thing we did. That's how I first penetrated into the because it became a world. It became a thing.
That's his words, not mine. That's his words, not mine. Nope. I didn't say it. He did. I didn't say that. He did. The person you worked for. He said that. In front of his daughter. Said that in front of his child. So I don't know what to tell you. You were there. You had to have seen something. I'm not accusing you of nothing because I don't know. You were there. You were there up until 2018. So 2005-ish. I'm just saying. But here's the thing. Remember, here's the issue, the sticking point with me. When you say you didn't know what was going on. Then there's one thing I must admit. I'm not mad. I'm just going to talk to you about it. And then I'm going to head on out here in a few minutes. Where is it? This is right here. He claimed that when I said the police report, this is the house that's on the police report. He claims that he never lived in the house and they never owned the house. He's right. He never owned the house. Lisa did, because his credit is horrible. She got the house in her name. They were the original owners of the house. The house was built in 2006. Two-story house, 6,098 square feet. Forced air unit, fireplace. And here's the resident history. This is where it gets very interesting. He claims he never lived there. Who has lived here? Because when you have a house in the county records, it shows everybody that's bought it from the time it was built, who's owned it, who sold it, and for how much it was sold for, how much it was bought for, and it lists the occupants of the house. Who has lived here? Person name. I took the phone numbers off. Well, some of it. It says Chamako Bryant, Latrice Bryant, Alicia Dunn, Vincent Hill, and it had your phone number. Alicia Reid, because she had married Larry. Larry Reid and his number. And that document, it was October 10th, 2006, and they sold the house. They didn't stay that long, look like. $488,000. Your name is on that county record. It's living in that house. The accuser filed a police report, and that was the address he remembered that the church had, where all the people were staying in it. So all of y'all was living in that house at one time, and some of them young men that one of them said his abuse happened at another location. But the point is, church members were coming in and out the house living with y'all. So you had to have seen something. What did you see? We need to know. Because your name is listed on that document. Your name is listed on that document. And I just put it in red, but the actual document that I downloaded from the probate court office, because they keep the records. What did you see in that house? Because it was a small house. It wasn't like it was a mansion. It's a small house with a lot of people in it. Church members sleeping on the floors, people sleeping around. It was very communal. So what did you see? What did you see? Who did you see? Because your name was listed as being in that house. While the police report lists the exact same address as that house. And you were listed as an occupant at one time in that house. No, a lady prophesied that before it's all over that 19 people would come forward. And you admitted the poor way he treated Lisa. Oh, yeah. So you're on that document. What did you see? What did you see? What lady is this, Daryl? What lady are you talking about? Connect them over video. You say whatever you got to say when somebody's footing the bill, when somebody paid for your plastic surgery, brainwashed you for so many years, you know. Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. So that's my main question. Vincent even said about what she went through. So yeah. So Vincent, those are my questions. I'm not gonna hang out here long. I just wanted to know. I inbox you on Instagram, my cell phone number, my email. anytime, day or night. Let's talk. You can record it. I'll even come on Zoom. I don't care. I don't want you to think I got any hidden agenda. I want to talk to you. I'm not trying to convince you to see things my way, not no reading things my way, not to see things my way. Just want to talk to you. Some things I want to ask you that I don't want to ask you out in here. But I just really want to know what's up. I just want to know. So all this stuff, people out here lying, claiming they didn't know each other. We got text messages showing that they did. Oh, now here's the thing I want you to see. This was that copy of that, what Larry drew it up as a consulting agreement between him and E. Dewey Smith. You notice it lists E. Dewey Smith as Dr. E. Dewey Smith. And on here it says Mr. Larry Reid. Don't say Dr. Larry Reid, but you have people out here that run around here talking about Dr. Larry Reid. Why are they tearing up libraries and shit, calling me stupid? Insisting on calling Larry Reid Dr. Larry Reid when he even in his own document right here didn't even list himself as Dr. Larry Reid, just Mr. This document was drafted up by Phaedra Parks. I blotted out the error address because, you know, we don't do that over here. But in this document that you kind of like, you know, you can slow it down later if you do the replay. Whoever defaults on this agreement has to pay the other person $250,000. Yeah. That was the agreement. And here's the signature page. They both signed it. And it was notarized. Yep, it was notarized. Dr. E. Dewey Smith and Mr. Larry Reid. That's their signatures. I don't be out here talking. I have paperwork. I know. A lot of stuff wrong. A lot of stuff. But I'll say this to Larry real quick. Don't let Conscious TV put a battery in your back and have you out here thinking you can take on the world. This one time, Bernard Jordan was right. Don't respond, because the more you talk, the worse it's going to be for you. You let that boy gas you up, put a battery in your back, hype you up, you out here making videos and going toe-to-toe or trying to sue people and cease and desist. You stand to lose your money and your livelihood. That boy ain't got pot no window, and he going to mess around. You're going to be in worse shape than him. Don't listen to that gargoyle. I don't think he's retaining the service of Olga because, no. Olga's like 0 for what? 3, 0 for 4 in court cases? But she got a lot of free publicity, though. If you haven't done so, please go and click like and share because I'm going to be out here in a minute. Let's talk about how skinny he is. I once weighed 425 pounds. I'll say it this way. I got gastric bypass surgery. I am now 200 pounds, 190-ish. So I've lost over half my body weight. I was a very large man. I had diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep apnea. I was taking 3,000 milligrams of metformin a day. On top of high blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine. I was very sick, and I slept with CPAP. I was very sick. Had I not got that weight loss surgery, I probably would have died. So once I got my weight under control, my other health issues got better. Only thing I had to take the rest of my life is multivitamins because my body don't process stuff like that no more, so I had to take multivitamins. Can I show the police report again? Sure. So anyway, while I'm doing that, I'm going to continue to talk. Redacted version. Names and addresses removed. But, yeah, Raleigh Police Department. So that address, you look at the location of crime, 3216 on Lusty Drive, same as that thing I just put up a minute ago, where Vincent and all of them lived. Nobody was arrested. It's an open criminal case in Raleigh, North Carolina. So take that down now. Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Police report is public record. If you request a copy of it, it's freedom of information. All you got to do is prove that, you have a legit reason. That's just the one that they get a public. Now, the in-depth police report, you got to go before a judge in North Carolina to get. So as far as my health issues, whenever I've lost weight, yeah, Freedom of Information Act. That's exactly. Once I had reached my target weight, I stopped dieting. Once you bottom out, reach your goal weight, you stop. But when you sick, it's only three reasons people lose weight. They go on a diet and exercise and whatever. That's one reason. 2, they're on drugs and they ain't eating. 3, they sick. Those are 3 reasons you lose weight. Exercise and diet, lifestyle change, basically. Drugs or sickness. So when I see somebody with lesions on their bald head and then they wearing turbans to hide it, or you open your tongue is coated white like you got oatmeal in your mouth, or you got red circles all the way around your tongue, and it looks like leopard spots. Google what those symptoms are and you tell me what you come up with. Oh, I'm on this diet. You're not overweight. Okay. That lie will work for a little while. But 6 months down the line, and you still thinner. The truth gonna come out. Google. There you go, Lady L. Bingo. Google for yourself. Use your own mind. You know what you see. Okay, I got people that I know that are vegan. Okay. And a lot of them are they don't look gaunt and sick. There you go. Sandra, too much. Oh, you got to take a look. There you go, Measure Man. Around those pupils, when my eyes start getting gray. Because when my dad was going toward that, yeah. When system failure starts taking place, it is what it is. Good cigar. Oh, so sleepy? Get some good sleep tonight. I get that because I ain't hurt nobody. I don't be worried about nothing. Ain't that something? I ain't worried about that. Vincent, now that you've come out and you said, that was a bad choice of word. Now that you've spoke your truth. Now that you spoke your truth. Dog cigar, I got you. Now that you spoke your truth, you're gonna have more peace of mind. I can tell it in your demeanor. When I watched all the series, your videos, I even watched other videos that you put out. I enjoy your content. I actually play yours when I'm in the car driving, not just this abuse series, the other stuff, because it's positive, it's upbeat. I don't care if you only get one view. Keep making those videos. It's positive. Drama sales. That's why your biggest two videos. He tried to allude to that. Yeah, you almost at 60,000 views on your confessions video, and this one you at like 30-something thousand. So you are right at you about middle of this week coming up. You probably at 100,000 views on 2 videos. So no, he didn't, Royal Ace. But I know you feel better because you were caring. You knew what was going on, and you couldn't say nothing, or you didn't say nothing. That's we're talking private. But now that you don't have to deal with that no more, that anchor is taken off from around your neck. Don't let them pull you back into that. Don't. For whatever your reason was, I am glad, I'm going to say this again, I'm glad that you finally came forward and spoke your truth, and you said it, and you didn't try to say it in such a way to make yourself look like an angel. You're like, hey, I'm my hands ain't clean either. And you admitted that freely. You admitted everything. You didn't just give a lion, innocent, evil lion version and innocent lamb version. You owned up to your dirt too, and I respect you for that. You did, and I respect you for that. I would have liked for it to have been sooner, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Point is, you did it, and thank you for that. Like I said, I have not attacked you, never have, and I never will. You have never done anything to me that I know about, so I have no reason to come out to you. Now, Kim the Peacock, you committed perjury, and you know, because I asked you 3 times. I said, "Is Conscious TV an employee of Larry Reid?" When I was questioning you during the legal proceeding, you said no 3 times. Perjury, jail time, and a fine. They can either be run consecutive or concurrent, depending on the judge, what the judge want to do. That's something you need to think about. The transcripts of that proceeding, you said 3 times, because I asked you 3 times, and you said no each time. He does not work for it. Then I have evidence to prove otherwise, and I supplied it to the court. But y'all out here telling people that I lost and whatever. But I supplied a thumb drive where they admit working together because it was sent to me. It came out of the Patreon. Stuff when y'all think y'all invincible back there, there's people in there that don't like y'all, and they tell me everything. Something to think about. But anyhow, thank you, Vincent, for your time. You have my number and my email. I hope that we can talk. No yelling, no screaming, no cursing, no name calling. Respect 2 men talk. You tell me the time and place. We can talk. I'll be on the Zoom just like this so you can see me. You can record it. I don't care because I have nothing to hide. And now you don't either. So we can just have an open and honest dialogue. You can tell me what you were thinking at certain times, what you were feeling and whatever. And I can tell you how I feel. And then we can just thank you. I'll be like, thank you for talking to me. So that's my whole thing. I just want to talk to you. I didn't get to ask all the questions that night, and people were taking shots at me. I'm used to it. But unfortunately, I'm just not going to lie to you. You're going to take a lot more shots as this goes along. Because in that realm over there that you were once a part of, you are now public enemy number 2 behind me. I don't know. We might be, depending on what day it is, might be neck and neck. No, we might be code number 1, but I am definitely public enemy number 1 because I got everything that's going on right now. I jump started this when I started investigating his background. So if I'm up here, you're gonna be right here now, and you're gonna get some of the vitriol that they were throwing at me for the last 4+ years. You're gonna get it. I'm just gonna tell you. So brace yourself. Talk to your therapist, surround yourself with positive people, and pray. And I'm not telling you what to believe and how to believe, but all the tarot cards and all that, talk to God. Talk to God. Tarot cards, well, you like it, I love it. But I'm telling you, what got me through, one thing that this whole experience has done for me, it has increased my prayer life. It has strengthened my faith. Because without God, I couldn't have made it through this. Because I'm telling you, some low down stuff was done to me. Some low down, mean, hateful, evil stuff was done to me. But you're about to experience what I've been dealing with for 4+ years. I don't know who you got surrounding you, but thank God I had good people around me. Well, most of them. But some of them, they were spies that your boy had over here. But I have good people around me that hold me accountable. Like they're just sitting there texting me while I'm trying to talk, jackass. But anyway, I love him though. I love my brothers and sisters. So just know that you're about to reap a whirlwind of evil coming your way. Because the so-called saints of the Most High God are now going to call you everything but a child of God. I'm going to tell you, people in the street ain't going to be the ones attacking you. It's going to be them church jokers and that witch that he got working for him. You should have. This is my question I have for you. He's supposed to be a preacher, Larry. Why is his mouthpiece, his public mouthpiece, a flaming, openly gay man? How does he balance that? How does he justify that? I'm just asking. How does he justify that? You were there, so how does he justify that in his mind and in front of his supporters? This guy's dressed like, now he's supposed to be a preacher, and he tells people, I'm an author, an actor, a counselor, and all that, but he got this right here sitting next to him. Please explain. But that's who he got out here in the public spaces talking on his behalf. He got this guy. Please explain it. Please explain it to me. He got that guy out here. How does he justify that to his supporters? There is no sugarcoating that. Just like when you put that audio of him talking about when he come in your so-and-so, I mean, he's a part of you now, or you're a part of him, or whatever. There's no coming back from that. That's his voice talking about having sex with you. You can't come back from that. You can't say, oh, that was taken out of context. No, you said you came in his. There's no coming back from that. So, yeah. But anyway. I've connected the dots. I don't know if you realized that. 2018, when you were still there, CTV and him were texting Freaky Dicky while you were supposed to be still sleeping with him. Then you said you found out he was sleeping with other people. Was he one of them? Because you named all the people in that house. You named all the people but Conscious TV. Was he sleeping with Conscious TV too? Because it's obvious from the text message, he said, I'm going to put it up there for the latecomers. No pun intended. Where he said, sometimes you're so smart-mouthed and bitchy that it makes me want to F you in your A hard to show you that I'm running this bitch. That's what he said. That's what Larry said to Conscious TV, May 3rd, 2018 at 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to just leave that there while I'm talking. So you named all the other people. I'm glad you got tested, by the way. All the rest of the people need to get tested because the soccer player said that Larry gave him something, but we have no proof of that because it's he said, she said. But we have other people that have accused certain things, and it would behoove you, big word, to go and get all of them need to go get tested, and we need him to supply a up-to-date test because the one that was photoshopped and put on the internet was from 2014, 2015, and it was put out here by Conscious TV. And the word is that Java Stubbs confronted him, said, why are you putting this fake test result on the internet? And after that, he was immediately fired and excommunicado from the church. And then they say, I know he was in LA hiding out because Larry didn't want me to talk to him. Then the guy said to me, well, my mouth, I make money with my mouth. If you want to hear what I got to say, you got to pay me. And I put that statement from him on the public screen there. And next thing I know, he done moved from Atlanta to LA. He's shopping every day, taking pictures on Facebook of him going down Rodeo Drive. Now he's back in Atlanta. Yeah, I know where he's at, Larry. And I'm going to get him to talk. If I can't, somebody will. But anyhow, my point is, Conscious TV put this out there. And you were supposed to be romantically involved with him when this was going on, when them sex Texas right there was going on. And he thought it was something cute to put up. Well, Larry, that's just how Larry talks. No, that ain't just how you talk to anybody. Mind you, 2 years later in the deposition, he claimed he barely knew the guy. Oh, he's just somebody that supports the platform. But you talking about effing him hard in his A, but you barely know him. Okay. I got some underwater land in the Bahamas I can say. It's called Atlantis. Measure man, you might want to go on out toward Covenant. Covenant, Kanye's area might be a little bit better. I don't know, but I heard the crime that got bad out there with that fentanyl. I used to love Kanye's and Covenant. Truth be told, Noonan is a good area. What's up, Jimmy? I ain't forgot you. I just got home and I got home enough time to do my show. What, somebody just send you Connect mobile video? Because I'm about to get out of here. Yeah. So hold on. Kids always want something. Anyway. I knew it. I asked him. I said, is they interviewing him right now? Oh, well. Because I knew when he was down there in Florida. Thank you so much for the cash apps. God bless you all. Marcel, oh, I gotta go now. Y'all. Marcellus, I need you to call me immediately. I'm about to log off. Give me about 7 minutes. I need you to call me. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen. He is live with Tasha K right now. Lester Pelter. He is on the air with Tasha K being interviewed right now. All right, y'all. I got to go. It's been real. I'll be back. Please click like and share. I love you with the love of the Lord. Marcellus, hit me up right now. Start calling right now. I'm out. Ooh, Lordy. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me you're free right now. Vincent wants to talk, but he wants you on the phone line.
Okay, that's fine, Daryl. Just you want me to hang up and you call me, or how do you want to do it?
I'm gonna call him. Told him to give me a few minutes. I told him to give me a few minutes, and then, but he said he wants to talk, but you must be on the phone with us. All right, brother. All right.
Daryl, you didn't shut up your lie.